My name is Muhammad SYAZWAN bin Ismail. My metric number is A20A1565. I will explain about introduction. First of all, we will discuss and explain about fundamental of management subject based on this group assignment question. This question also to determine and to discuss the management theories. Classical management theories is the oldest management theory that was developed in first half of 20th century. There are three primary theories that comprise the classical management theory, which is scientific management theory, administrative management theory, and the last, bureaucracy theory. The sub-theories of classical management also concentrate on operation and formation of standard to intensity productivity. Classical management theory very important to the organization and department to control all organization performance progress. Besides, the classical management theory have their own advantage and disadvantage in the implementing organization management. Last but not least, based on introduction, let us discuss the classical management theories based on this assignment question. Thank you.
Hi, my name is ADILA HANIS binti Muhammad Nasir. I would like to present about classical management theory and its three schools of thought, which is scientific management theory, administrative management theory, and bureaucracy theory. The sub-theory of classical management concentrate on operation and formation of standard to intensify productivity. Firstly is scientific management theory. Frederick Winslow Taylor is a founder of this theory. He is much more micro in his focus. He used the term scientific management for his approach because he applying science to works. Scientific evaluation of an organizational task will allow the task to be careful planned to improve efficiency and productivity. He created this theory because he saw a lot of factory and people basically all doing things their own way. So he make a task into small steps and standardize to the one right way. Secondly is administrative management theory. Henry Fayol is a founder of this theory. The administrative theory has a parallel approach to organizational behavior. He believed that managers needed to be trained in a much more systematic approach. All managers should be pretty competent at management activities such as planning, organizing, leading, and controlling to achieve organization goals. Last but not least is bureaucracy theory. Max Weber is a founder of this theory. The bureaucratic system provides many advantages in standardizing and organization such as efficiency in storing information and the need or training for certain positions. In addition, the bureaucratic theory describes in detail the nature and structure of an effective hierarchy in an organization. The concept of bureaucracy can be clearly seen and practiced in today's organization such as the corporate sector, public education in university or school. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is INTANKU. I would like to continue our presentation, which is major contribution of classical management theory. Classical management theory is based on the belief that workers only have physical and economic needs. It does not consider social needs or job stratification, but instead advocate a specialization of labor, centralized leadership, and decision making and profit maximization, designed solely to streamline operation, increase productivity, and ensure the bottom line. This idea arose in late 19th century and gained prominence through the first half of the 20th century, while not widely subscribed in the modern time. This theory offers some principles that remain valid to an extent in small business setting regarding manufacturing. Drawback and disadvantage of classical management theory. They have 4 points here. Firstly, the classical management theory create pressure and burden of work among the employee because they cannot work with freedom. Classical management theory is based upon the one best way and easy. It is applicable to the simple organization structure. It does not fit onto the complex structure. And next is theory focus on individual performance of the employee and categories them into efficient and inefficient. Lastly is classical management theory kills the creativity of the worker and create frustration among the employee that causes bad attitude of worker and decreasing work efficiency. For advantage of classical management theory, they have 5 points here. First one is classical management theory have a clear structure of management. It helps facilitate attainment of objective through proper coordination of all activity. Next, theory can increase in the productivity and efficiency of workers, and theory helps to create better working condition. Relationship must be clear so all members of the organization understand what their responsibilities are and know to whom they are accountable. And classical management theory increase will the weight of workers, ensure increasing wage to workers by raising their life standard, and lastly is classical management theory create both a modern manager and works it will improve teamwork, collaboration, and employee morale.
My name is Navishya Gengarajan and my metric number is A20A1582. The last question is, express your views on the relevance of classical management theory to today's work context. Well, classical management theory was introduced on 19th century and is the oldest management theory. It has expanded in the first half of the 20th century. Classical management theory is relevant in today's work context to find the best way for workers to manage their tasks given to them respectively. That is why developing a classical management theory in an organization focuses in improving output and finding the best way for employees to perform and manage their tasks efficiently. As we can see, in today's work context, managers are always seeking for ways to improve productivity and efficiency in the organization. By practicing classical management theory, managers will have a good understanding of the business functions, where they will be able to manage tasks given by dividing them among the employees instead of relying to machines. A classical management theory even helps managers to list out tasks that needs to be completed and the type of skills an employee will need to complete the tasks. In modern organization, managers assign the tasks without dividing them appropriately to employees as the manager's only intention is to get the job done on time. With this, many circumstances should be faced by the managers in the future. Therefore, applying classical management theory ensures managers' awareness in evaluating their workforce to an appropriate employee.
For business, in a manufacturing, mining, or industrial sector, traditional management theory appears to be idle. This approach does not assist the top manager in gaining a 360-degree perspective of the company since it thinks that workers do not have a social or self-regulation requirement. Workers must be prepared both in terms of skill and in terms of mental balance in order to provide the best possible service to customers. The theory has been criticized for producing an exemplary line culture and new age frame looking for a new age answer to their HR difficulty as dismissed. Training middle of senior level leadership for change is an important part for a classical management philosophy, so that they may teach their subordinates and transform their company into a future-ready corporation. Interdepartmental conflict and personal issues may be resolved with a good managerial training. If managers are educated to look at their business as whole and make decisions with the whole picture in mind, there are better chance they do things that are statutorily sound rather than such a relevant. This will aid the resolution of issues such as poor growth, revenue visibility, and other issues that plague a company during a downturn.